In a quiet coastal village surrounded by emerald hills and the gentle crash of waves, there lived a young man named Yama. He was known for his adventurous spirit and his unyielding determination to uncover the world's hidden secrets. Yama's village was small but rich in tales of the sea, stories of pirates, sunken ships, and buried treasures that filled his imagination and made him yearn for adventure. One sunny afternoon, Yama gathered his closest friends: Isla, a clever and resourceful girl who could solve any puzzle; Rafi, a strong and brave young man with a heart as big as the ocean; and Dara, a quiet but insightful boy with a deep knowledge of the stars and the sea. The four of them had been friends since childhood, and their bond was unbreakable. Yama had heard from an old fisherman in the village that there was a legendary treasure buried somewhere on a distant island, far beyond the horizon. The treasure was said to be so valuable that it could make anyone who found it the richest person in the world. But the treasure wasn't the only thing that excited Yama. It was the journey, the mystery, and the chance to see places no one else had seen that truly captivated him. However, to find the treasure, they first needed to find the map that led to it. The old fisherman told Yama that the map was hidden in a cave by the sea, but no one knew exactly where. The cave could only be reached when the tide was low, and it was guarded by dangerous cliffs and unpredictable waves. "We have to find that map," Yama said, his eyes shining with excitement. "This is our chance to do something extraordinary, to go on an adventure that we'll remember for the rest of our lives." Isla smiled and nodded. "I'm in," she said, always eager for a challenge. Rafi agreed enthusiastically, and even Dara, who was usually cautious, couldn't resist the lure of the unknown. The next morning, before the sun had fully risen, the four friends set out on their journey. They packed only the essentials: food, water, a rope, a small lantern, and a few other tools they thought might come in handy. The air was cool and fresh, and the sound of the waves filled them with excitement and a hint of nervousness. They walked along the shore, the sand soft beneath their feet, as they searched for the cave the fisherman had described. Hours passed as they climbed over rocks and waded through shallow pools of water. The sun climbed higher in the sky, but they didn't give up. They knew that the tide would start to rise soon, and they had to find the cave before it was too late. Just when they were starting to lose hope, Dara spotted something in the distance: a dark opening in the side of a cliff, half hidden by seaweed and the crashing waves. "There!" he shouted, pointing excitedly. They hurried over to the opening, their hearts pounding with anticipation. The entrance to the cave was narrow, and they had to squeeze through one by one. Inside, the cave was dark and damp, with the smell of salt and seaweed heavy in the air. They lit the lantern and carefully made their way deeper into the cave, the light casting eerie shadows on the walls.